Happy Thanksgiving week, everybody. I've actually seen this video before, and it's super cool. I think that Patricia does a really good job of explaining what they're doing and how they're doing it. And I think it's super interesting to think that I was just thinking about that we can completely destroy a language by not speaking it to a child. Like her first point is that's how they keep it alive, is they speak to babies. It made me think about like third and fourth generation Americans even. I'm a first generation American. I can't speak German at all. My father is fluent in German because it was never used in my home. If I had been raised with my father, I probably would still speak German, but my kids may or may not. So it's just super interesting that just thinking about that, how we lose language in culture. And and we think about trying to learn a new language as an adult. Like we know that that's extremely difficult to do, and how like the concept of how we're supposed to learn a new language. Like if you're trying to learn a new language, the first thing that people tell you is, well, go get immersed in the culture, and where you're there and you're exposed to it all the time, because then it forces you to have to use it. It forces your brain to learn, and that not everybody has that option. But just thought it was super interesting. I really like the term citizens of the world because it is so true. You can take an infant from anywhere and put them in any culture, and they're going to learn the language of where they're at, which is not necessarily the same for an adult if they are stuck in their language. Excuse me. And it's really all about immersion, just being immersed in the culture and exposed to it every day. So I really like that the exposure to Mandarin and how that related to, like if they were being talked to by a TV or audibly or with a person, that the key was really the human interaction, because that's how infants connect and that's how they view the world, is through human interaction. That's why infants can imprint negative things for the rest of their lives that we have no idea, or positive things for the rest of their lives that happened when they were 1 or 2 years old, and we may not know what that exposure was. So just thinking about my foster parenting world. I love to see these studies. They are just fascinating to me. I love the leaps that we're making in learning how to map the brain and how our brains function. And infants, I think having all the studies on infants is so important, because if we learn about their brains when they're babies, then and we can follow them into adulthood, how much difference and how can we affect their learning throughout the rest of their life. So just super cool. I love to see all the new technology. So yeah, keep these videos coming because I absolutely love them. Hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving week, and stay safe.